tonight. I'm fired up. I've had a big night tonight. So anyway, I'm so excited. For those of you who have not met me, it's nice to virtually meet you. I am Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist, and I support mostly moms with life and business success. You can always check me out at miaredrick.com and figure out what I'm up to. But also, if you miss any of my scopes, or if you love this one today, then there are over 150 scopes at katch.me, and just search my handle, Mia_Redrick. Mia_Redrick. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, I want to share my story with you guys who don't know me. I coach moms, and see, here's the thing. 13 years ago when I got started and made the decision to go to work as myself, listen, I just wanted to combine my background as a corporate trainer and my love of motherhood into a business. And I was not sure how to do it. I had no idea. I did not know how to do it. But I wanted to do that. It was a dream that I saw for myself. It was something that I held in my heart. And so I decided to visit a small business resource center to figure out, you know what? How can I turn this into a business, this idea? And I was told that what I am currently doing, what I've been doing for the last 13 years, no one would ever pay me to do it. Isn't that funny? And I tell you this not because of any other reason. I just know that so many of you can relate to this, that maybe you're sharing your big dreams with people who don't know what you know. They don't see what you see. And because of it, the advice that you're getting is exactly that. They're saying it's not possible, that no, go over here. No, do it like that. And they're telling you to do the things that they've seen before, but maybe you're meant to do the unconventional. Maybe you're meant to broker the new thing. That was me. See, I was a mom coach when mom and coaching didn't go together. There were no mom coaches. There were parent coaches. There were business coaches, health coaches. There were life coaches. But you really didn't hear mom coaching 13 years ago. Let's fast forward. I ended up working with a coach who changed my life. And I always mention her on my scopes because I believe that you honor your teachers. You honor the people who have made a difference in your life. I don't care how small or how large, you honor them. And her name is Terry Levine, and she said that I could support you in what you want to do. You're figuring out how to put this together into a business. She was a very successful coach. What I loved about her was that she had freedom. She didn't do winter, which meant that November, December, and January, she moved to Mexico. She would take her whole business and she would go to Mexico and live because she doesn't like winter. And I didn't know any other entrepreneurs doing that. I was so stoked about working with her, learning from her. And what she taught me were passive strategies to be able to take what I know and monetize what I know from the comfort of my home. And so what's so cool about the business that I created, I know. What's so cool is that I work from my home primarily. Like this office right here, here's my matrix move, is where I built my business. And I know that so many moms, hey Dee Dee, can benefit from knowing what I know how to do, what I've been doing for the last 10 years as a full-time entrepreneur. And I tell you this because I think being a full-time entrepreneur is pretty cool, but I think being able to sustain being a full-time entrepreneur is really cool. And my husband and I both are full-time entrepreneurs, so we also own a commercial laundry. So I want to say that to you guys. I always say, one of the things that's so important about being an entrepreneur is your reason why. And for us, I always say build your well before you get thirsty. Now, my husband went on dialysis about 6 years ago. He had renal failure. Yes, sustainability. He had renal failure and was on dialysis 15 to 18 hours a week. And so I was so glad that I had a business, that I didn't have to run all around in order to make money, in order to run my business. I could still take care of my kids, take care of my husband, be there for him, and still run my business from my home, okay? And I know so many of you don't know how to do that because no one's taught you that. Like all the models for running a business is based on, being outside of your home. But I built my business from the comfort of my home. And that is definitely unique to who I am and what I've done. And I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 10 years now. The last thing I'm going to say about my journey is that everything I share with you is real. And so I think it's so important. I've written 4 books. I've worked with over 400 clients. 112 of my clients are authors. Half of them are #1 Amazon bestsellers. years, I've created an international movement for self-care for moms around the world, literally hosting over 283 self-care groups nationwide in partnership with national brands like Panera Bread Corporation, Great Harvest Bread Company, the Hyatt Regency, the Marriott Courtyard. And I tell you this because, see, I was the girl that had this thing that she wanted to do, and it didn't have a name, and that might be you. So you can have a big dream, and it might not have a name. It might not have a form. You might not be able to explain how you're going to do it. That was me, see? That was me, and I know that's you too, and I want you to know it's possible. See, even if you can't spell it out for somebody, it's possible if you see it, all right? All right, so I'm going to get started. Today, we're going to be talking about, thank you so much for inviting your friends. Remember, on my scopes, they're always content rich. So write, and then tap, tap, tap. Write, tap, tap, tap. Now, the hearts are great feedback for me because they let me know that you guys are resonating with what I'm talking about, and I'm not talking to myself because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to myself, okay? All right, so I want to talk to you guys, all right? So don't forget to write, and tap, tap, tap. If you're ready to get started today, the topic is the story that you keep playing over and over again is the reason that you're stuck. If you're ready for me to get started, say, I'm ready, Mia, and I will get started with the I just wrote out, they're like 9 of these topics, guys, and they're not in any specific order, okay, just so you know, but they're hot and they're fiery today, okay? So get your water out. Get your ice out. Okay, get your Band-Aids out. Okay, all right, okay. So we know that Carol and Ruby are ready, okay? Super Mommy, she is ready, okay? She's ready, okay? All right. So I'm going to get started, all right? C.Y. Robertson is ready. Perfect. All right. So the story that you keep playing over and over again is that has you stuck. One of the first reasons is because you believe that failure is permanent, so you do nothing to change your circumstances. I'm going to say it again, okay? So you believe that failure is permanent, so you do nothing to change your circumstances. I want to speak to you if you are a person that maybe life has hit you in the head, upside down. Something didn't work out right. You lost something. Maybe someone told you weren't good enough. You didn't get the job. You didn't get the contract, whatever it is. And you believe that failure that you had, that deep pain that you have, defines who you are. And I'm telling you, that's not true, okay? That you are not defined by your failures. You're refined by your failures. You got to understand the difference, all right? But if you don't understand that, you believe that your failure is permanent. So you do nothing to change your circumstances because you are stuck in your pain. And what you got to understand, I see this all the time. I meet people who they had significant gain in their lives, and then they've lost a lot. And as a result of it, guess what? They believe that it is permanent, but it is not. You are not defined by your losses. You are refined by them. And what I'm telling you is that success is built on failure. And you've got to know that. And if you believe the opposite, then what it does is it makes you tentative. It makes you hesitate. It doesn't allow you to stretch or to see how creative you really are. See, getting out of whatever it is that you're in is all connected to your ability to be a creative being. But the moment that you let self-doubt and you began to kick rocks as it relates to yourself, or, you don't believe big things about yourself, you aren't as creative as you need to be. And you need to be creative to overcome your losses. Hear me now. You need to be creative. And we're meant to create. Do you understand that? We're meant to create. And so if you are stuck, I want you to do a check. I want you to check and say, is it because the last time I went on an interview, I didn't get the job? You don't speak life to yourself. You're not speaking life to yourself. You're believing your failures, and it's not true. Success is built on making mistakes and learning from them. And I don't want you to be tentative anymore because of what didn't work. We're looking for what did work. What did you learn as a result of what didn't happen for you the first time, or the second time, or the third time, okay? I don't take my failures personally. I realize that I'm looking for the yeses. I'm that person that's looking for The yes, all right? Not the no's, the yes. Many interviews, no jobs, right? So, but you're not looking for the interviews that didn't work. You're looking for the one that does work. And so you've got to shift how you see things so that you can look for what does work, okay? Because the moment that you understand that that's what you're looking for, you'll show up differently. See, imagine going to a job interview and you're thinking that they're going to say no to you before you get there. How do you show up? You are so speaking to me, right? If you go to a job interview and you think that it's no before you get there, guess what's going to happen? You are already anticipating no. So no one has to tell you no. You're already anticipating. Sounds like I stepped into some. It's serious tonight. Like, let me tell you, it's like, it's going to be hot. It's going to be, get your fans out, okay? Samira, get your fan out, okay? Because it's going to be hot tonight. Now, I'm talking about, right, but what I'm telling you is that you got to speak life to yourself. And one of the things that you need to do is you need to just get some, I'm going to pull some from my desk. I know. You need to get some index cards, okay? And you need to start speaking life to yourself. Maybe using scripture, all right? Calling out those things that are, that aren't as if they are, right? Faith, right? And reading those things to yourself over and over again. See, you get to decide what your story is, whether you're going to stay stuck in the story or whether you're going to transform and create new chapters. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. But sometimes you have to create a and what isn't working, just start reading to yourself. So you're magnificent. You know, one of the things that I love to do is remember in the movie The Lion King when James Earl Jones said to Simba, he in his dad voice, right? He said, Simba, yeah, that's right. I'm so excited to be working with you. He said, Simba, he said, remember who you are. See, you got to remember who you are. Sometimes when you had loss, you forget who you are. But what I'm telling you is that you got to remember who you are. And what does it take for you to remember who you are? Speak those things that are not as though they were. Preach that. That's look, I didn't write the book. You guys know the book, right? But I read that book and I'm telling you that's what you got to do. And if it means that you need to create a ritual like cards, okay, keep them on your mirror, keep them on your steering wheel, put them in your purse, do whatever it takes to change how you see, how you show up, okay? That's number one. Number two, if the story that you're playing over and over again has you stuck. Number two, it might likely be because you believe that being busy is being productive. Uh-oh. Like, I know I stepped on somebody's toes. Like, you might believe that because you're busy, you're being productive, all right? So it's okay to heart. It's okay to heart. If you need to go out of the scope, go out at 500 hearts and come back. Right, tap, tap, tap. Right, tap, 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 right? I'm going to give it up and you guys give it up too. Let me just tell you that if you are stuck, okay, is this Ronnie? Is Ronnie in the house? One of my Core Mom coaching clients. I haven't talked to you forever. Good to see you. Fist bump. Boom. Okay, good to see you. You believe that being busy is being productive, and it isn't true. Okay, what you've got to understand is the difference. You need to know how to qualify your time. You need to make sure you're doing what matters most. Hey, girl, good to see you. Wow, that's me for sure. And it's so many of us. I know, Ronnie, right? It's so many of us. It's so many of us that there are times when we celebrate busyness because it allows us to distract us from our purpose. Hear me, guys. So a lot of times we get busy because we can be distracted from where we need to be. See, we don't have to do the thing that we need to be doing, the thing that scares us, right? You can just do the thing that you can do, and therefore you can avoid the thing that you need to be doing. And you guys know I'm telling you the truth. But if you find that you're stuck, you're not where you want to be, you got to reshift those priorities. You got to face the things that scare you. And you got to understand that it's about being productive. It's not about just being busy. You see, for me, I'm trying to do less well. I'm really not trying to be busy. I'm really trying to do less well. And if you're into that, that's all about productivity, owning your time, and understanding the value of being free, right, Ronnie? Isn't it? Absolutely. But busy being broke, right? So we can be broke at a high level, right? Broke at a high level means you got broke relationships. You're broken with your time. You know what I mean? You don't have the money that you want. You got to understand that there's so many people who are broke at a high level. You use busyness as a distraction. Like, I need to go over here, and then I need to go over there, and then Susie needs a cake, and somebody else needs something else. And as a result of that, you don't have to face the thing that you really need to do. But I'm telling you that the only person you're fooling is you. See, if you look at where you are right now, and you look at where you were last year, and you've been calling out these things that you said you want to do, and you haven't done them, I'm telling you, you're not being productive with your time. And I told you guys today I was going to break it down. And I'm sorry. I got to tell you. I want to tell you because I love you. And I want things to be great for you this year. And I want you guys to get this, okay? All right. Remember, every 500 hearts, you need to actually leave the scope and you need to come back. So you're going to write, and tap, tap, tap. Write, tap, tap, tap. For those of you who are just joining me on the web, I am Mia Redrick. You don't have to miss me. You don't have to miss me. Okay, I miss you too. For those of you... I'm having fun, Ronnie. For those of you who are joining me on the web, I'm always fired up, right? Like, I'm fired up. I'm Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist. It's nice to virtually meet you. All right. Today, we're talking about the story that you keep playing over and over again that has you stuck. And I thought, let me break down these real reasons why people are stuck. People come to me with all kinds of excuses. And I thought, let me put together this list and share it here. Okay. Number 3 is, this is a big one, guys, okay? The reason why so many people are stuck is because they believe that someone else is taking something from them that wasn't theirs to begin with. Oh my goodness. Okay. And the reason they believe that, hey there, good to see you, is because they're not happy with their own life. They're not happy with their own results. They're not happy with their own marriage. They're not happy with their own figure. Now, I'm just saying, I'm just going to break it down. So the reason that so many people are stuck, okay, is because they believe that somebody is taking something from them that was not theirs to begin with, okay? And what I mean by that, you know how you see that all the time, like, you know, you think somebody's competing with you. No, nobody can compete with you. You are you. I am me, okay? You're going to do you. You're going to be you. And nobody can be the mom strategist like the mom strategist. That's just it. I mean, there's no other duplication of who you are. Do you understand? And when you get that in your soul, when you understand in your spirit that your responsibility is to show up 100% as yourself. That's right, Carol. You believe that someone else is taking something from you that is not theirs to begin with. Like, it's like nobody can be you. And you got to be clear about that. Life is abundant, okay? And when you understand that what is meant for you really is meant for you, you will stop looking for crumbs or believing that what somebody else has or what is on somebody else's website is your intention. It is not your intention. It is what you're looking at in this moment. What is intended for you, the plan that's meant for you is inside of your heart. That blueprint is what you are meant to do. It's what you see when you dream at night. It has nothing to do with anyone else. And what you have to understand, if you see someone else that has likeness to what you do, it's not you. When you show up as who you are, that's right, Carol, your unique gifts and talents are yours and no one can steal that. And a lot of people are stuck because they believe somebody took their idea. They believe somebody executed on something before they did. No. You're not happy with your own results. You're not happy with your own execution or lack of execution. You're not happy with that. But no one can do you. That I know for sure. No one can be you but you. And when you understand that deep down in your soul, you will stop being, you're right, you're 100%. I took that to the bank and I'm so glad I did. Absolutely, Ronnie, because I think this is one of those things. Like, I hear people all the time, I was going to do this and then so-and-so's doing this. It doesn't matter. They're not you. Are you kidding me? All right. You get to bring who you are. And there's only one you. And if that's your story, you need to undo that story. It means that you don't like where you are. You don't like the results that you see. So change it. Take 100% responsibility for the change that you want to see in your life. That's it. Number four, I told you I was going to break it down, is, oh goodness, this is a good one too. You believe that time is invaluable, so you watch TV or invest in things that do nothing for your future. So I'm not saying some TV. I'm saying that one of the reasons that you are playing this story over and over again and you're stuck is because of how you spend your time. Hear me? Okay. How you spend your time, all right? And if you're spending your time watching other people create success over and over again and you aren't working on your success plan, it is one of the reasons why you are stuck. I am telling you, I'm going to break it down. And I want to be clear because when you want, I'm talking about it. I'm just going to bring it because in order to create a new future, you have to invest in your future. Isn't that right, Coach Naima? You have to invest in the change you want. And some of that investment is time and money and energy, right? But implementation and those things take time. You know, I'm just being clear about that because so many people... I told you. Did I tell you? I said, get your fan, right? I said, fan yourself, right? You spend your time watching others and not working on your own success plan is so, so important. And what I'm telling you is that when you think about the habits of people who are successful, who realize they go, I can tell you what they do. I know what they do. I can tell you what they do. What they do is they have a plan for themselves. They have a plan for implementation. They have a plan, like how they spend their time. They're not spending their time doing things that won't have a yield for them. They're not investing things in their mind that take away from their brilliance and their individuality and their creativity. They understand that their true gift in life is understanding the value of what God has given you, and that it has nothing to do with what you see other people doing. And I'm not talking about casually watching shows or anything like that, because, you know, I do TV and I love that people like to watch. I'm talking about people who, that's all they want to do. You know, every time you turn around, that's it. And if that is you, it is one of the reasons that you are stuck. You got to make sure you've got a plan for you at the end of the day, okay? Number five is, okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, so I'm sorry. Number 5 is that you believe that you need to take something or copy something in order to be successful. Number 5 is that one of the reasons that you're stuck, and that's playing over and over again, in your mind, is because, I know, is because you believe that you need to take something, okay, or copy something in order to be a success. Hey, Pat, good to see you. All my clients are in the house. Awesome. And you don't. So I know I'm always bringing it. Tonight is like one of those, like, I'm like in my groove tonight. Maybe it's the rain. It rains all day long. Hey there, Pat. My TV consists of movie night with hubby a few times a week. That's it. Oh, and sun in downtown Abbey. Awesome. Tap, tap, tap. Right. Tap, tap, tap. Right. Maybe I'll start singing that. Tap, tap, tap. Right. Okay, because I know you guys are writing it down, but remember, this feedback is great for me. So if you believe that you need to take something or steal something in order for you to be successful, and you do not have to do that, that is one of the reasons that you are stuck. See, the thing about being a creative duplicator, I just want to break this down. See, a creative duplicator is a person that sees that someone else has success and they covet the success that someone else has. And as a result of coveting what they have, they become a creative duplicator. They say, you've done this, so I will do this too. And I'm going to tell you, you can have success, you can make money, but you will never feel confident in who you are because you aren't owning your own authentic gifts. See, you know, what makes me confident that what I'm sharing and who I am works is because I'm being me all day, every day. I don't need to get on Google to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And you don't either, okay? And you got to understand that what is meant for you to broker in life is meant for you, okay? And you can absolutely rock that thing. And when you have to look somewhere else to figure out what your plan is, I'm telling you that it will make you stumble. It will make you stutter. It will make you shudder. And even if you don't notice it early on, you will lose your sense of self because you aren't owning your power. See, your power, boom, shakalaka. Your power is understanding that your gifts will make a way for you. That's it. It will make a way for you. Okay? And it doesn't say somebody else's gifts will make a way for you. Your gifts. Your gifts will make a way for you. All right? And so you need not do any searches, check what anybody else is doing. Just understand that you were meant for this moment and you are perfect in this moment. And that one of the reasons you got to own your gift, you got to own your passion, you got to know that it's good enough. And you got to understand that if you're feeling stuck and you keep looking at what other people are doing, it makes you feel, yeah, you got the power, right? You've got the power, and you keep feeling that sense of inadequacy. Yeah, you're going to feel inadequate when you start looking at what other people are doing and measuring who you are to them and trying to create and duplicate them. That's like tough. I remember for me, when I first started speaking, right? Okay, my very first speaking opportunity, I didn't know really what to do for a speaking opportunity because it was my first one. And it was like 200 people there. I'll never forget this, okay? And I was horrible because I thought I needed to be like Les Brown. See, I thought that that's what I needed to do, like from the hilltops. But I'm not that kind of speaker. That's not who I am. All right? So when I go on stage with me and Redrick as Les Brown, you know what? It's not good. I move like a robot. I can't remember what I have to say. I'm not my person. I'm not my personal self. I'm not dynamic. I can't remember what I'm supposed to say for point number 2. You see, because I'm not owning who I am. And the moment that I decided like that didn't work, they didn't even know who I was. They were confused because I was confused. See, if you're stuck in your business and you're copying what other people are doing or believing you need to do what somebody else is doing, what I'm telling you is that that's why you're not showing up as powerfully as you need to be. Just be yourself, right? I'm like this all the time. If I see you in a PTA meeting, this is what we're going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? If I see you at a practice, this is what I'm going to talk to you about. If I see you at the gym, this is how it's going down. Okay? So you don't have to go in and out of who you are. Just be who you are and understand that that is enough. The next reason, and maybe I should recap, okay? We're talking about the stories that keep playing over and over again that keep you stuck. Number 1 is you believe that failure is permanent, and so you do nothing to change your circumstances. You got to do you, boo, right? Number 2, you believe that being busy is being productive, and that's not true. That's an illusion, okay, not a fact. All right, number 3, you believe that someone is taking something from you, right? Yes, you got to understand that you are enough. Number 3 is you believe that someone is taking something from you that wasn't yours to begin with, right? Because you're unhappy with your results, because you're unhappy with your body, because you don't like where you are right now. And I'm saying that because it's the truth. Number 4 is that you believe that time is invaluable. So you waste it, watching TV, doing a bunch of dumb stuff, and not investing in your life, in your future, in your dreams. And you got to understand the difference. I'm not talking about not watching TV. I'm saying being a responsible steward in your life with your gifts, okay? How you spend your time, okay? How are you creating yield for yourself, all right? Number 6, you believe that you need to take something in order to be successful. And I'm telling you that that's the easiest way to not influence friends and not have, easiest way not to have friends and not to influence people is try taking things from people and see how well that works out, okay? And see if it makes you feel confident. It doesn't. It does the opposite. Okay, and number 7, gosh. You believe that beauty on the outside is enough, and it's not true. I'm going to drink water on that one. You believe that beauty on the outside is enough, and it's not true. What do I mean by that? I mean that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you spend so much time on what it looks like, but it's not what it looks like. It's what it is, okay? What's your heart like? Are you a kind person? Are you a nice person? You're an empathetic person. I'm just saying, right? Are you a forgiving person? Okay. Are you a jealous person? Are you capable to be happy for other people? Are you able, you believe that beauty on the outside is what matters the most, and it isn't long lasting. Rah. Okay, that's right. You believe that beauty on the outside is enough, and it's not. And I'm just saying that is the reason why you are stuck. See, beauty is one of the most beautiful things, are things that last an eternity, right? It's who you are, right? It's the deposits that you leave when you've left someone, right? How you leave people feeling. It's not just walking in a room, in a space, or showing up on a website and having the illusion of beauty. Because when people get to know who you are and they don't like who you are, they're never going to deal with you again. All right. Beauty is skin deep, Pat. Yes, absolutely. And so what you've got to understand, right, your character is what is lasting. And it's so important. And it's one of the reasons why so many people are stuck. They can't figure out why customers won't buy from them, or they buy from them and then they don't want to buy from them because, you know what? Because of the personality, because you're not a nice person, because you're not a kind person. People don't want to deal with people like that. You know what? They'll tolerate you for a minute, but anyone with reasonable self-esteem and all the good folk out there that you want to deal with that aren't complicated people don't want to deal with people that aren't nice, that aren't kind people, all right? So I just want to say that to you, that if you find that you're stuck around that you focus more on the outer exterior beauty, what it looks like versus what it is, you need to work on that, okay? You need to work on that. You need to do, you need to begin working on your inner man. Okay? How you're showing up. We want to be celebrated, not tolerated, right? Absolutely. Funny, hubby and I were talking about this earlier. Were you guys, Ruby? I'm just breaking it down. I told you I was fired up today, and you guys are going to need a fan for this. But, there you go. The next reason, number 8, is, okay, you believe that being a mom is an excuse to not reach your dreams. That's why you're stuck. You believe that because you're a mom, right? I'm a mom. And that's why I can't do this right now. What? Are you kidding? Okay. And and that's why you're stuck. You're stuck because you believe that because you have kids, because you have children, because you have children right now. No, maybe because your children are what? Because they're in soccer practice? No. Because you're nursing. No. Because your children, you have to make dinner. No, because you have to carpool. You can't. Okay, you believe that you cannot. See, your children are your reasons. They're not your excuses. And I'm telling you, because I work with moms, so many, that, you know what? I don't believe it. It's not true. And you've got to come up with that real reason why you won't do what you need to do, why you won't execute. Is it because you're afraid? Is it because you're out of practice? Is it because you feel you're not good enough? Is it because you believe it won't work? You got to come up with a real reason. But the real reason that you can't execute has nothing to do with your kids. See, so many moms believe that because they are a mom, they can't seek their dream. And it's not true. Your kids need to see you. They need to see you doing the dang thing, because what you do is deposit inside of them what it looks like to go for your dream. Your kids need to see a balanced perspective of a mom who can be a mom and a mom who can realize her dream at the same time and not compartmentalize the things that are important to her. What kind of modeling is that? So you say to your kids, hey, when you grow up, you're going to do great things. Are you growing up and doing great things? I'm just checking you, okay? And I know that this doesn't apply. I know it doesn't apply to you, okay? I'm just saying if it does, I'm saying you are inspire and exemplify. Absolutely. We need to be their inspiration. You need to be their example. You need to help them overcome some of the things that happen when they are going to come up against choosing between, can I do it or not? You can't help them build their capacity if you aren't building your own. See, the advice you're going to give them is based on how you're living, how you've overcome. And if you aren't overcoming yourself, what are you telling them, right? It's all projection. Come on now. Somebody, I know, up top, up top, boom, right? I'm just breaking it down today, all right? I had my Wheaties this morning. Now, today we're talking about, Shima, you didn't miss the whole bunch, right? But today we've been talking about the story that you keep playing over and over again is why you are stuck. And I'm just breaking it down, right? I'm just breaking it down today, and out of love, because I think it's so important, right? Boom, right? Because it's so important to talk about the truth. And there's so many moms out here are saying to me, they tell me all the time, I'm going to do this like when my kids graduate from school. I'm going to do this at 9 o'clock at night. Well, I always wanted to write a book. It's been like 5 years, 10 years, 9 years, and they still haven't done it. They haven't made time for their dream. And you got to come up with the real reason why you haven't. Is it because you are afraid? Is it because you don't know if you can do it? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because once we address the real reason, then we can when we get to the root cause, we can really support you with getting the success you want. All right. It's okay to heart. If you need to leave the scope and come back. Remember, right, and tap, 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 right, and tap, tap, tap. My goal is to get to 1 million on Periscope pretty quickly. And I'm in my like 70 something right now days on Periscope. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. Okay, the next reason, or is the story that you keep playing over and over again as to why you're stuck, is, okay, you believe you don't have enough time, money, or smarts to do what you want. You believe that you don't have enough money, time, or that you're not smart enough to do what you want to do. You know I'm telling the truth. So you're like, well, if I just get another degree, then I could. Okay, I know I'm talking to somebody out there, right? You're like, if I had this amount of money saved, then I would, all right? You know, if it's you don't have to raise your hand or anything. I mean, you don't have to. But what I'm telling you is that I know that's the case. And that's the reason why you're stuck. What you got to understand is, what you need to be thinking is, what do I have right now that I can use? See, you believe you don't have enough time, money, or intelligence to achieve your dreams instead of looking at what do I have that I can use. See, everybody's got something that they can use. Me, right? Okay? So everyone has something that they can use, but it's a matter of how you're looking at your resources. If you're looking at what you do not have, hey there, Ashley, that's all you see. If you're looking for what you do have, then guess what? The world begins to open up for you. What does good look like for you? What resources do you have? And how can you find more of the things that you need? See, it's about asking the right questions. And when we ask questions that essentially, but I'm still handling the business, right? You're still handling your business. That's right. And at the end of the day, guys, this is one of the reasons that so many of us are stuck. We believe we don't have everything that we need. You'll never have, well, maybe eventually, but you'll never have everything that you need. You don't need everything. You don't need everything to be successful. And I'll tell you a really short story. I'll never forget this. I did this exercise with my coach, right? I told you guys it was going to be hot, right? I did this exercise with my coach. You need to focus on abundance, not scarcity. I'll never forget it. All right. So I was like, new in business. I had just been in business 6 months, and she was telling me I need to set up a team. And I was like, a team? I don't have the money. Hear me? I don't have the money to set up a team. And she said, okay. Mia, pretend you're Bill Gates. I was like, Bill Gates. Okay, I'm Bill Gates. And she was like, yeah. And if you're Bill Gates, Mia, I said, do I have Bill Gates' money? She was like, you have Bill Gates' money. She was like, what would you want on your team? And I was like, I would want a secretary, okay? I'd want someone to do all my graphics. I'd want someone to answer my phone calls. And I just went down a list of all of these things that I wanted. And then she's like, okay. And then what do you believe it costs to have those things right now? And I was like, I had some astronomical number. And she had taught me how to outsource. And when I learned how to outsource, then I was like, what? I can get 40 hours a week for $100 a week? Seriously? Are you serious? Katie bar the door. See, I was stuck in solving the problem with lack. My answer was I didn't have enough, so therefore I was looking for administrative support around $400, $600, $1,000, $2,000, a month. But I was not focused on how can I do it. See, you need to be focused on how you can do it, looking at what you do have. It changes how things show up for you. It changes what is possible for you. I know that supported so many of you guys. Okay, the next reason that you're playing this story over and over again that has you stuck is you believe that you have tomorrow to accomplish whatever it is that you want. So you think tomorrow's promise. So you're like, I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promise. Today is tomorrow. See, the problem with tomorrow is that tomorrow then tomorrow you do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow you do it tomorrow. All right? And what you've got to understand is that your life is about now, right? You believe you have tomorrow to accomplish whatever you want. I meet people all the time. They tell me all kinds of stuff like, when the kids graduate in 2 years, just do it. Nike said it best, guys. And the fact of the matter is there is no better time than now to go for your dream. If you wanted to go back to graduate school, take one class. Nobody said you had to take 3 or 4 classes. Take one. Take one. Work toward your dream. Take small steps. Be incremental about the change that you want. And it makes a big difference. Don't procrastinate. And that's what we do. It gets in our way. It makes us believe things that are not true. And at the end of the day, just break it down. Choose one part of the thing you want and do that. Okay, and do that. You're that much closer. See, when I think about the success I've created in my business over the years, the fact of the matter is I never took giant steps. I always took small steps. Even today, I take 3 small actions every day. You guys have heard me scope about it. 3 small actions every day. I send 3 ships out that can come back to me every single day. Okay, that's what I commit to in my life and in my business. And because I've done that, there are over 1,065 things I do all the time. And that's what I just did. Awesome, Ronnie. Awesome. It's not anything big. It's small. And it's doing the small and being consistent with the small over time. It will change your life. And you know what? And this is particularly important for moms, right? You need to send 3 ships out every day. See, when you're a mom, what you've got to understand is that's the way to do it. You got to break it down for yourself and stop thinking that you need to show up like everybody else, that you need to ignore the fact that you have kids. No, let's not ignore the fact that you have kids. Let's create a realistic plan for you as a mom to show up powerfully, to be able to get done the things that you want to get done. Is that supporting you guys? Did that support you guys? And I think no more guilt about what you're not doing. Look at what you can do and commit to doing those things and being consistent in those things over and over and over again, okay? Deal? Okay? And the last reason, boom, okay, that me and Redrick, the mom strategist, is rocking it. Okay, I don't dance. I can dance sitting down, but I mean, like, really dance, okay? All right, the story that keeps playing over and over again that has you stuck, the last reason, is that you believe, oh my goodness, this is so good. When I wrote this down, this is so good. You believe that everyone is out to get your money, so you invest nothing. Okay, so what am I talking about? Uh-oh. You think that when you know what I'm saying, for this is you, okay? One of the reasons you're stuck is because, like, you're the person at the seminar, right? And when you're at the seminar, okay, my hair's gotten rained on all day today. When you're at the seminar, okay, you are like, you can't even hear what somebody is saying that could help you because you believe that everyone is out to get your money, so you invest nothing. You're already shut down. You're like, you start to shut down because you believe that investing money is a turn off. It's the thing that turns you off, and it's the thing that turns me on. See, I understand that had I not invested in my life, in my future, in my mindset, right, in my growth that I wanted, let me just say that I don't know if I would be home. I might be in some office right now, and I don't know that I would be a full-time entrepreneur. I am so glad that I invested in the solution that I wanted. And I'm telling you that if you are stuck and you find that you're that person that whenever it comes to investing, you're like, you struggle with it. Like, you've got problems with it. I see the hearts went away. I'm just saying, like, I'm just breaking it down. I'm not saying you need to invest with me. I'm just breaking down one of the reasons why you might be stuck. But you are worth the investment. And what you got to understand is that if you want to change your body, you want to change your business. Nikita B is in the house, another one of my clients. You want to change your body. You want to change your life. You want to change your mind. You want to change your marriage. You want to change the way you show up. You want to show up more powerfully. You want to change the way you speak. You're going to have to invest. You're going to have to invest. Nikita B, say it so. You know what? Because so many of us, we get hemmed up around that. We don't want it. We want the solution. You want somebody to give it to you for free. And I'm telling you, no one is going to commit to your dream if you do not commit to your dreams. That's right, Ruby. Nobody's going to commit to your dreams. If you don't put skin in your game, No one. I know. It is so. If you don't put skin in your game, guess what? Ain't no skin in the game. Ain't no skin. Nobody's going to believe you. You don't believe you. And if that is your mindset, free. That's what we call them, freemiums. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. No one is going to do that and be committed to your dream. Investment, be a investor, right? It was like being, okay? Get in the arena and show up. And you got to understand that. And sometimes you got to plan for that, but you need to be thinking about, if you're stuck over and over again, you need to invest in a solution that will get you the results that you want. And sometimes the result might be, sometimes clients come to me and they want the result is tangible. Like maybe they want to work on their funnels. Maybe they want to work on their sales process. Maybe they want to work on pitching the letter. But sometimes it's not that. Sometimes they just need accountability. They just need motivation. They just need to get unstuck. They need to identify their purpose. Whatever that is for you, you need to get clear about what that is for yourself and understand and become comfortable with writing checks for the things that are important for the change, the solution you want, period. That's it. I broke it down. I went through my entire list. Whew. I told you you're going to need a fan. Now tonight, it was good. Like it was hot. I told you it was going to be. And out of love, I just wanted to share with you guys. Real Queen, you missed it. Today, you're going to have to catch a replay because it was really, really good. I was talking about, the reasons that you are, the story that you keep playing over and over again that has you stuck. And I've been sharing all these different reasons of why it is. And they're real reasons. And a lot of times we don't address the root cause, of why we're stuck. And as a result of that, I know, hot, right. Yeah, exactly. We don't address the root cause and we keep saying, I don't know why. I just don't feel like I'm as far along as I should be. But these reasons that I covered today, you know what? Nice job packed with goodies, right? Totally, right? Some yummy goodies, right? And you got to take it, maybe have some ice with you and some ice water next to you as you listen to this broadcast because I broke it down today. Are there any questions? Do you guys have any questions for me? Are there any questions for me, based on anything that I said today? I know it was a tough scope, but it was a truthful scope. And I want to support you guys. I want to make sure, like we're meeting here, and I want to make sure that 2016 is your year, that you knock the thing out the park, right? But we got to make sure that you understand what is in the way. And sometimes it's not just the business strategies, which I love to talk about, but it's also sometimes it's the life stuff. It's the mindset stuff that hems us up and keeps us from really realizing our goals. Thank you for putting that there. If you guys are are you thinking about working with me? I've got a great new course that's coming out. It's awesome. I just launched it 2 days ago. I think we have 8 people that signed up. 8 people that have signed up. I'm so excited. And the course is called, it's so good. Wait a minute. I got to pull it down here. How to build a 6-figure business by leveraging what you know. Now, how to build a 6-figure business by leveraging what you know. It is a 12-week course I'll be teaching beginning February the 15th. I'm so excited about it. And there are 3 courses within the 12 weeks that are broken down every 4 weeks that I'll be teaching. The first course is how to create a 6-figure business from your home, because I know a lot of times you've learned, hey darling, hey ladies, it would be awesome and excited if you can join me. Oh, that's right. So you guys need to, right. Oh, you guys need to come to Trinidad. We are doing a retreat in Trinidad March 19th. Anybody need some sun? Say I do, right? March 19th, we're doing a Time for Mommy retreat in Trinidad, and I am so excited, right? And so you guys should come. That's the link. Patrice just posted it. Repost the link. You guys need to follow Patrice. We are so excited. Post it again. And the tickets are reasonable, like $250. Come on, Ronnie. Pack your bags. Ronnie, let's do like a Travel Channel thing. You need to come. It's going to be awesome. Okay, there's the link again. It's the Time for Mommy Retreat and Experience Weekend. It is for mom entrepreneurs. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to have a great time. If you guys come, Ronnie, if you come, we'll do something fun. Like we'll do something like mastermind, wiki, right? Okay. All right. Let me tell you guys about this course. It's a 12-week course. It's a 12-week course. And the first week is how to create a six-figure business from your home, because so many people have learned how to build a business by moving around. Or if you've been working all your life and then you go and start a business, most people set up models that are very similar to their jobs. They don't know how to build a business from your house. Like, how do you work from home? That's what I do. I did a keynote here, right, Patrice? I did a keynote here in Trinidad maybe about 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, right? And from my home. And most people don't know you can do that. They don't know how to do events in their home, but I do, because that's how I built my business, right? And I never built my business running from one speaking event or traveling here or there. That's not my model. I have a freedom model. I love it. And I want to show more people on how they can do it. Also, the second course is how to create a six-figure teller seminar. I'm going to show you specifically the strategies that I've used over the years to be able to build a six-figure teleseminar, which is so cool. All you need is your phone. Yeah, it was awesome, right? 70 ladies in Trinidad. Okay, that's right. It was awesome, and I rocked it out. And they rocked it out. They were great. Those ladies were great. So the second course is how to create a six-figure teleseminar. I'm going to break down how you can do it. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it, how affordable. Like, if you're thinking you can't do this because you need a certain amount of money to do it, I'm going to show you that's not true. It's not real. You just need a phone. Really, you need a phone and you need some topics. I'm going to show you how to break it down. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to do it, okay? So if you want to know how to do that, I'm going to show you. And number 3, the third course, is how to create a six-figure product. So there are so many products that you can create, to me, that are high-level six-figure products that I've done over the years, whether we're talking about